This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Today we're dealing with a dishwasher that won't drain. We're going to try a couple things to see if we can get it working. So we're looking in there and we can tell that there's still a lot of dirty water left in there. And we're just going to see what happens when we set it for drain. Close the door. And I'm not hearing much. Sometimes you can hear a faint hum of the drain motor trying to drain. But when I feel the motor right here of my left hand, I feel it's warm, so I know it's getting power. It's trying to drain, but something's sticking the impeller. I'm also going to lift up and down on this mushroom float to make sure it can move, so the machine knows that there's water in there. I'm also going to tap the pump while it's trying to drain with a small hammer, or you can use any piece of metal. Just tap it lightly numerous times. Sometimes that can get the impeller freed up. In this case, that did not free it up, so I'm going to do a little bit more work. I'm going to remove the lower spray arm by turning the nut underneath it, getting that out of the way. And then I'm just going to try to use a cup to bail out the water. If you have a wet, dry vacuum, you can just vacuum it out. I've noticed that there's big chunks of a wine glass, so my suspicion is the wine glass broke and some of the small glass shards got sucked down into the drain and are now blocking the impeller. So we got the filter out, just reaching down in there, and I notice there's more wine glass. So good chance that there's glass shards that have jammed the impeller. So I'm just using the turkey baster to get the last bit of water out of the sump. Because I'm going to remove the drain motor, and I don't want a bunch of water to spill out. So I put some little towel underneath just in case there's any water left. I use a hose clamp, pliers, and I squeeze down, and then I can pull this hose off. A little bit of water came out. I can see the little yellow impeller in there. And now I'm going to push in on a plastic lever and then turn the pump away from me, so it would be turning counterclockwise. You gotta turn it about a little more to the 90 degrees, and then it'll come loose and you can pull it out. And as soon as I pulled it out and I tried to turn it, it was jammed, and then a little piece of glass fell out, and that's really what was jamming it up. So a little piece of the wine glass did find its way in and was blocking the impeller from moving. So here's what the little piece looks like. And that's very common. We find that often, or a little piece of ceramic or a seed gets past and blocks the impeller. And these pumps do come off pretty easily. There's a little tab here you can push in on, and I'll show you here in a second. I'm just making sure this thing can spin now before I put it back in. Here's the little tab up by my index finger. Push down on that tab, and then you can turn the pump away from you, so it'll be going counterclockwise and it'll come loose. Pretty easy to do. This is also the same procedure you would use to put on a new pump, but these pumps very rarely fail. It's usually something's blocking them. So I just put the pump back in, I turned it righty-tighty or clockwise to lock it in, and now I'm just going to put the hose back on. I did look in the hose to make sure there's no obstruction in there. Looked good. Got that back on. I'm going to plug it back in, give it power, and then we'll give it a little test. So open it up. Get it set for drain. Make sure this thing can spin. Oh, we'll get a little water in there first, and then set it for drain and see how it does. So it sounds good. I can hear it draining. Water's moving. And that's all it was, is that little piece of glass had blocked it. And that's how you get rid of those obstructions. Pretty easy to do. Probably take you 30 minutes. Just listening for the drain. Sounds good. draining. There we go. Great. Well, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel when you get a chance. Watching our video, and please subscribe to our channel when you get a chance. And also click the little bell notification button so we can send you weekly videos on all the different ways of fixing appliances around your home and saving you lots of money. So thanks again for watching, and please also press the like button for our video if this was helpful to you. Feel free to contact me at the email listed below, which is scottthefixitguy@yahoo.com, with any of your questions.